Hello there, everybody. It's Killian, and today I thought I'd take a minute here to talk about what's been going on with the channel, what's been going on with my life and things and series. So first of all, we've been getting a lot of people from the TUG series, so thank you guys for the outpour of support and all of the kind wishes and comments we've been getting for that series. Zan and I really do enjoy doing it for you guys. And, TeamSpeak. I have TeamSpeak open. Probably should have closed this. Probably should have closed this, man. Okay. There we go. It won't bug us anymore. Ignore it. Ignore the voices in our heads. Oh, what is this vlog? Anyway, so thank you all for joining us. It's always nice to see more people watching our stoof. And, I'm just on the server that Carta hosts, for all of us, all of our Froggy group peoples. Just thought I'd, give you a little tour, just walk around. I thought I'd, start doing my vlogs here. Just kinda walking around aimlessly, looking at stuff, showing around, working on some things. Just a change of pace while I talk. So, got some new people, that's always good. Good to hear. What else has been going on? Oh, the big one. We'll talk about TUG first. We'll get to the big one later. I'm pretty happy with how TUG's been going. For anyone who didn't know or didn't watch the last video, we are going to have to make a new map, and the new map has been made. And the next, I guess, season, or at least the next session. I don't know if we should split it up into seasons. So let me know. Let me know down below what you guys think about maybe splitting them up into seasons by map. So I'm thinking that way it would be easier to find the TUG series, or the different maps, if we divide them up by wow, I flipped that around completely. It would be easier to find the maps based off of seasons, so every time we have to start over, because I'm sure it's going to happen, or just if there's a shift, maybe put a new season. But tell me what you guys think about that, how to organize it, or if you think it should just be one gigantic cluster of episodes, just one really long running number. I feel kind of bad that there's only 13 episodes in the first season, but hey, whatever. What you gonna do? So that will pretty much stay the formula it's been. I think I'm thinking pretty good with doing one of those a week, or aim for that at least. I know there's some weeks where I get really busy, and we'll get into that in a minute. But that's kind of the plan for TUG, is to have it be a once a week series. What do you mean I can only sleep at night, you jerk? You jerks. One change we are going to make to TUG is I'm thinking about having some guests on. We actually opened with a good friend of ours. She helped us set up the new map and everything, and we might have her back on. There's some people I know on the Twitters that I'd like to have on, as well as the podcast. That's another thing. I want to try to get the podcast to be a weekly thing. So basically, as far as future plans for the channel, it's pretty much going to be TUG and podcast are top priorities. If anyone is worried, I mean, for one, we're in Minecraft right now, so that says something. For anyone that's worried, all you do is TUG anymore. I mean, it's because so many people enjoy the TUG series. That doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to do other series. It's like I said before, if a series has gone on hiatus, chances are we might come back to it. But, there's always that possibility. But, if a series is kind of stopped for now, it's stopped. It has halted. More recent stuff. The more recent a series has been, the higher chances of it coming back. Like Trove. I think Susie really still likes Trove, so the chances of us going back to Trove are pretty high. Stuff from a year ago, 2 years, less likely, but still possible. So yeah, as far as series, we've got TUG, podcast, and then there's a whole bunch of silly little bits I've been recording. Kind of just when we've been playing, any kind of game, like a MOBA, or something that I normally, didn't think would fit into any kind of series before. I've been recording it and kind of socking it away. So I don't know if you guys would enjoy a 10-15 minute like a funnies reel, random clips. For some of those games, I think that works less well, specifically MOBAs, because you kind of have to know the situation and know the game. It's a bit more complex, but I don't know. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think about that too. Just like, what do we do with all the funny little clips? Do we just like edit them down a bit like TUG is, to where it's just the juicy bits, and have like a random series? We did have something like that before. We had a series, for anyone who remembers, called Late Night, and basically Late Night became how like my methodology for editing videos currently is, which is just to record them, edit out any dead air, or any whenever there isn't something interesting going on the screen, nothing important, and then kind of edit it down into a more condensed format. So there's no just like sitting around with nothing happening on the screen, like no one's talking. We edit all of that out. So that kind of became just like how we edit videos in general, and less of a special series. The idea was that it was just kind of like silly, goofy stuff that we recorded late at night or when we were tired. I kind of want to still do that. Me and a friend of mine, Lauren, for anyone who remembers Theo, Lauren is Theo's sister, and her and I have we recorded ourselves being goofballs late at night, just delirious, like just the dumbest shit, playing games. So maybe that will become the new late night series, or if anyone has some suggestions for some names, maybe I'll pick it. I need some kind of name for that. So, what have we talked about? We've talked about TUG, we've talked about the podcast, we thanked everyone and all the new people for joining. We talked about silly random stuff. One other thing. I have been thinking, me personally, this is more of like a group-centric channel. I run it, but I like to do fun stuff with my friends and record it and put it up for the world to see. But I've been thinking about maybe doing a solo Let's Play or two. There's 2 games for years now, probably about the past 2 or 3 years. I've had on a list, I've had them downloaded, I even kind of sort of know the developers from one of them, and I just haven't, because I was always nervous that I wasn't fun to watch. I had this like paranoia that like, no one wants to sit and watch me like fumble around a game talking to myself. Yeah, I actually did complete one Let's Play on the channel to completion. Celestial Mechanica. You guys can look it up. It's elsewhere on the channel for anyone who's curious. That was many moons ago, so it's probably pretty bad commentary. But partly why I've changed my mind about this is the way we edit. Coming back to that again, I feel that I wouldn't have to worry about getting stuck on something if I knew that all of my screw ups, wouldn't take up time. Like there isn't that pressure of, oh crap, I got to be really good at the level and get it done because I'm on a timer. Like if that stress was gone. So I don't know what you guys think about me as a commentator on my own. I mean, I usually have a co-commentator for a reason, because I can bring out the funnies in people, but me on my own, I don't know if I'm actually that funny on my own. But so that's another thing I'm considering, which would be don't know if it would be a weekly thing. It would be kind of like whenever I could. It'd be lower on the totem pole of priorities. But I have talked to Zan about possibly getting him to edit a few things. So it might be that like I edit the big stuff like TUG and podcast and whatnot, and maybe he can get some practice in editing my solo stuff. Another thing, if it didn't have emotes and lots of edits, the solo Let's Plays would probably be more frequent, but I don't know if you guys would like them, because I know that's kind of what we're known for, is like the silly, crazy edits. So that's another thing to consider in this grand scheme of things. So what else? What else do we have to talk about today? I think I only have really one other big thing to talk about, and that is that I have actually gotten a job. For the longest time, I worked with my parents, doing different things. My mom has some jobs that I would tag along with, and my dad works with his brother in the company. I'm probably being too descriptive about this. Might edit a few things out. We don't know. We have a knack for doing that here. Lots of editing. But yeah, so I've mainly just been working with my parents, tagging along. I've never had a formal go in, clock in kind of job, so I'm still in that 2-week probationary period. I'm kind of waiting to see how it goes. I don't know if I'll be staying. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But, and some of you might be thinking, oh no, Killian, you're gonna get a job, you're not gonna have any time to edit. To be honest, without a job, like, since I've gotten the job, my attitude has changed a lot. Like, I'm being more productive, you know, I'm not depressed all the time. I'm sure if anyone actually follows the Twitters, they'll know that I have some run-ins with a good old depression sometimes. And I just feel like actually having the job, if anything, it might actually speed me up. Because I'll work, you know, I'll feel good, you know, making some money and, you know, getting out into the world a bit and not being depressed all the time. Then come home and I'll actually feel like editing and, you know, be more productive. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it might sometimes impede editing and recording and doing this whole thing, but I feel like I can at least deliver TUG to you guys. Like, I can do whatever main series we're working on, plus some podcasts and funny video, you know, some funny clips and stuff occasionally. So if you're wondering like where the channel is going and what we're kind of headed for, I think that is kind of the recipe that we're cooking up at the moment. So yeah, I think that's about it. New job, new life, kinda trying to reinvent ourselves. Might even spice up the channel a little bit. I've had some ideas for overhauling the channel page again. So what I want to know from you guys, what do you think about from this news, from all these different things? How do you feel about having some guests on our series? I mean, there's not much I can do about it with TUG because we already recorded it. But yeah, just like I wanna know what you guys are thinking, what you think of these changes, and what you think about the solo Let's Plays, and what to do about all the silly little clips and the things that won't necessarily be their own series. That'll just be like little one-off episodes and stuff, or maybe not self-contained. Now, for anyone who has been itching for some Minecrafting, as we are actually in Minecraft, for those that don't know, that joined through TUG, we actually kind of got our start in Minecraft, as it were, and it kind of took over the channel a little bit too much, and we wanted to tone it down a bit. But I think it's time. We go back to making a few Minecraft videos. So there's a super special surprise. I still have to edit it. I'm pretty confident that it will come out in some form. I just have to actually make it watchable. But me and some friends got together and we did a fun little event that is Minecraft related. And do I want to tease this? I'll just say it. I've been bugging Theo about finishing Super Hostile. I mean, that series has technically been on and off hiatus for like 2 years. It's been going 2-3 years. Actually, we might be in year 3. So for any of the oldies that would want a really old series back, Super Hostile is on the block for possibly coming back. So I hope this cleared up some concerns, some worries. If anyone had them about what's been going on, and yeah, I'm trying to figure things out, guys. I'm trying to make a new life, trying to reinvent myself, and hopefully make more videos in the future. So that's all for today. I might actually give a formal tour of this Frog Gaming server we got going, if that is something you guys want. So that's it for me today, guys. I will see you later in the next video or something. Maybe it won't even be a video. Maybe it'll be a picture. Maybe it'll be a tweet.